Today I'm making a track for Chains of Love by Charli XCX. In this series, I take the vocals from a song I've never heard before, put them straight into Logic, and try to make a track to go with them without hearing the original. So I'll only have the vocals to go off of. I'm a little bit nervous about this one because I haven't heard it yet, but I've heard a few clips from whatever was playing in the Wuthering trailer, and I'm not sure how structured or unstructured these tracks are going to be. That makes sense for a movie soundtrack, but I don't know how it's going to go in the context of this challenge, so we'll find out. I'm going to grab the vocals and I'll see you back in Logic in just a second. Okay, I've got the vocals here, so let's take a listen to what we're working with.
I'd rather lay down in thorns.
Okay, I think I can work with this. Reminds me kind of Caroline Polachek in some sections, but there's so much reverb and it's very atmospheric quality to the vocal production. Kind of plays into the setting of the movie. I haven't seen it, but what I imagined from the trailer. So yeah, let's jump in here. I think this is kind of the hook here. So I'm going to start with a bass. I pulled up a Reese bass here in Serum. This has a nice amount of high end in it, so we can do a lot with filtering to help build up into this section, I think. So let's try something here. Okay, let's do something with that. I'm gonna add in a sub. Let's just lower this down a couple octaves. Okay, I'm gonna put some drums in next. I feel like we need kind of more live drums, bigger organic drums. Let's go with this. And we'll get just some kind of snare. Let's try this. We're gonna be in halftime, really slow. Okay, let's go this route. Let's take those out. Bring this kick back in. Okay, now we get a snare. Let's just throw this in. I'm gonna throw another hi-hat in just for a little extra texture. Okay, when I add a pad on top of this, just for a little bit more high-end energy, a little bit of lift, I'm thinking something with strings. Okay, that should work. Now that I have these things in here, I'm going to move them out to the other sections and just see what fits where, kind of figure out where to go next. Just start with these drums. I'd rather lay down in thorns. I'd rather drown in a stream. I'd rather wear all these colors. I'd rather wash my skin bleed. Let's filter this bass. Automate this filter. I'd rather I feel like some choir vocals could be good in here, so I'm gonna add some chords, at least in the last section of the song, to help build that more and just make it feel more atmospheric, full. All right, let's put that in. Okay, now that I have that, I feel like I can put that in some other places and maybe take out the bass in a few spots just to give a little more variation. Okay, my version's done. Kept it kind of simple. It needed that cinematic fullness, but not too much that it was overcomplicating the whole thing or overpowering the vocals. I try not to overdo it. So let's take a listen. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, here we go. Okay, that was mine. Now it's time to check out the original. I really have no idea what direction this is gonna go, especially when trying to figure out the drums. I feel like that really sets the tone, and I went a bit more for that old school house vibe, but I don't know if that's what they did. I feel like it's not what they did, but maybe. Who knows? So I'm gonna pull up the music video.
I'd rather lay down in thorns. I'd rather drown in
I think they're like a vocal thing underneath it. Some kind of reverse thing. Oh. Okay, but they did do a string thing here, but they did keep it halftime. It just felt too slow when I was trying to do that. Oh. The percussion is really interesting. I had a feeling it was going to be a bit unconventional. Oh. Okay, I would say it's not what I was expecting, but I also don't know what I really was expecting. It was interesting, and it makes sense in the context of a movie soundtrack. I definitely gave you like the electropop version of that. I was thinking initially to go with the halftime drums, but it just felt so slow. The BPM's only 137, so halftime was putting that at what, 60 something, which really is dragging. So it definitely worked in the way that they used more of the Foley sounds for percussion and that kind of thing. But trying to take it more into a pop soundscape felt like it was just a bit too much. So I enjoyed switching that up a bit and giving it a bit more drive because I feel like it does suit that as well. I'm glad that it ended up having some structure to it because that definitely made it easier to figure out the parts in a way. But I'm definitely looking forward to checking out more of the soundtrack. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I post new episodes for the series every Wednesday. Every week I do this with a brand new song. So I'll put a playlist below if you want to check out the ones I've done previously. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time.